back in the day, motivator was, coach could yell and cuss and scream at you, but these young kids today, they're a little bit more sensitive. You can't really approach them and say anything. Yeah. But tell me how things have changed over the years since you entered the fitness ring.
We've allowed people not in the business to invade our space. People who don't know what it is that can do that last rep to come in and soften what we consider, hey, get the fucking way here. You know what I'm saying? We've softened everything. Back then, it used to be a community, village to raise a kid. Now you can't do that anymore, per se. Because if you cuss my daughter out or you cuss my son out, I'm gonna deal with you. And people have shied away from that due to the judicial system. Hey, you can't do that. You can't cuss. I was suspended 5 weeks for telling a kid he was. I was put in the street. I've been coaching at this school for 20 plus years, and they suspended me for 5. The only reason I didn't walk away, I wanted to prove one. But it's gotten watered down so bad, and we're seeing the end result. No, nothing wrong. Listen, I read listen to the stat you said about teenage suicide. These kids don't know what it is to go through. They'll run out. They'll run out of gas and call you and can't tell you where they are. Their phone will die and get goddamn lost. It bleeds over. They're taking PE out of school. Elementary school kids can't do pull-ups, can't do a push-up. So if you looking for a origin of where we went wrong, it's there.
Just to see, I guess, how fragile the mental state most of our youth athletes are in. And it took some adjusting to get to, and I never wanted to believe that it was different. I always thought that was an easy excuse for the older coaches or the older generation to say, you know what I mean, just to avoid from kind of relating to the athlete or whatnot. But no, it is a difference. We are sparing the rod per se, but we're not necessarily doing that physically and directly. We're letting them off with 3 sets instead of T. We're letting them off with 5 sprints instead of 20. You know what I mean? So it is a bit different, but I mean, there's so many distractions, so many other quote unquote rewards that are out there that are easily obtainable, that are kind of getting in the way of the actual grind of becoming stronger. And that's really the basis of life. Physically and mentally, the stronger you are, the better you are. The stronger you are, the shorter the recovery period is for that broken leg or that car wreck. So the stronger you are, the shorter the recovery time it is to bounce back from a breakup or a failing grade. You know what I'm saying? So it's really that simple. Getting stronger makes everything and every individual better. And for some reason, we're trying to shortcut that, and we're not getting the results that I think people want. So it is an adjustment, but it's kind of a culture shock to me right now.
A lot of times, especially in our generation, or you see this, put an iPad in their hands so they can ask questions versus, actually getting them out there and doing so. And I mean, I feel like one of the things that made it easier on my parents was we go to like track practice, a football practice. We come home, go to sleep, they're tired. You know what I'm saying? You live talk 3 different days, I think. I think there's just been a lost translation in the effort that you, I guess, putting your child in something where they can exhaust themselves and work towards something and kind of build their character is a great way for them to spend that time.